Hello everyone, and welcome to another YouTube video. As you can see from that little uh, collection of clips at the beginning of the video, I did go ahead and tear out the old storage system as well as this main area. I still have to figure out a spot to put the villagers, and I still have to kind of get rid of all these glass bottles to move my potion brewer because I eventually want to take this down. But that's not actually what this video is going to be about. As I fly over this way, you'll see I've got this little weird like tower arrangement of grass blocks, and I kind of want to explain what I want to do in this area. So right here, I want to make a really tall building, much taller than that, but with the same style of building almost. I don't know. I just want to make a modern skyscraper. I want to make a sugarcane farm. So there'll be sugarcane planted here, and then running off of a clock, every now and again, these pistons will extend, break the sugarcane, and push them over here. Now there's going to be a gap here and a wall here so that all the sugarcane will fall down into a water stream and I can collect it. So I'm going to have to build this, probably double the height for all four of these areas. So this is going to be quite a big project, but I really need sugarcane, and I've been wanting to kind of develop this modern area a lot. I'm going to tear this down for building supplies because I don't really love this building, to be honest. But yeah, I've been really wanting to build a very modern, futuristic skyscraper, and I need a sugarcane farm. So I figured I'd put both of them together. In this video, I also want to make a creeper farm. I have a creeper farm over this way. Fly over here, you'll see. I have a creeper farm, but it looks very bad and very boring. I would love to bring that over here as well and put that into a futuristic build at the same time. So that's kind of what my goal for this video is going to be. And I guess let's get right into collecting all the resources. I'm mid resource collecting. Like, I'm grabbing all the cobblestone for all these pistons I need. Which, by the way, I need 112 stacks of cobble, which is absurd. But I just wanted to come in and say, I just broke my pickaxe. It was a full durability fortune pickaxe. It was so good. It's just gone. I mean, I've got more, but like, how could, what? I mean, I guess I'm gonna get back to mining, but geez. Anyways, just wanted to let you guys know I broke a pickaxe for this project. Anyways, back to collecting. Alrighty, well, I've gathered all the materials I'm gonna need, or at least as far as I know for now. There's a lot. I actually overestimated the amount of cobble I needed. I used a estimate of 7 cobble per piston, and it's actually 4 cobblestone per piston. So I probably didn't need to break a pickaxe, but you know, it's fine. Customizable pizza will be joining us for this video, I guess. So now that I've got pretty much all the Now that I've got pretty much all the supplies, I think I'm going to go in and put in all the layers of pistons and stuff. I'm going to be replacing this deep slate with those, whatever they're called, pearlescent, I think. With the pearlescent frog lights to add lighting to the building, make it look more futuristic. As well as make it so I don't have to mine all of this deep slate to place in this build. I also want to try to look for a different color palette. I don't necessarily want to use deep slate. We'll see how that is by the end of the build, but I don't necessarily want to incorporate it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start placing in all of these rows all the way up. I'll probably check back in with you once I have the first row done. Alrighty, after building up all the layers, this is what we're looking at. This is 16 layers, or yeah, it's 16 layers by 16. So if I quickly do the math on my calculator, 16 squared, there will be 256 sugarcane planted on just this quarter of the whole build. Overall, there's going to be 1,024 total like sugarcane stems. So this farm should be more than productive enough. But as you can see, it's kind of super massive. So I think what I'm going to do now is start to get in these other layers. And then once all the layers are done, I'll come back here and put the water, because keep in mind, we are growing sugarcane. So I think I'm going to have to put, I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this. If I want to put blocks and then redstone on top to power these, which I think is probably the simplest way to do it, I'm going to need to put stairs. So if you place the stair kind of in that formation with the open area right here, you can keep the water from flowing out. I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So I guess I'll get back to you once I have all the other layers in and all the water flushed in. So wish me luck. Hello everyone. I got all the layers in. Yay! It took so long to get all of these put in. So these are each stairs with water. I guess I could break this to show you. They're waterlogged stairs. Just waterlogging it took so long, but I got it done. I'm super happy. I grabbed a couple extra things that I'm gonna end up needing. Let's see where I put them. Okay, so I've got sugarcane. It's only enough sugarcane to do one part of the farm, like 1/4 of it. But even with one side filled in, as soon as we get all the redstone working, I feel like it'll produce enough for itself pretty fast. So I'm not too worried. We also have some yellow wool. So I'm going to be taking this wool and putting it right behind each of these pistons. And then putting some redstone up top, just so that way I can power them. Then I just need to make some kind of tower, either going from the top to the bottom or from the top to the bottom and bottom to the top. So that way I can power them all kind of either at the same time or alternate, or however I want this to work. But I'll get back to you once I have all the wiring put in and one side of the farm fully planted. Alrighty, well I finally finished getting all the redstone inside this thing done. And as you can see, it's just a mess of wool. But I'm just using a simple torch tower for this whole thing, just to power all the pistons. So let's head outside. I've connected it up to a lever, and let's make sure that it's all working. So this is the side that I planted. So we're about to get a whole lot of sugarcane that we can use to then plant on the other sides, because I haven't done it yet. But let's test it out. Oh my god. Oh, okay, that's just a little bit of sugarcane and a little bit of lag. Oh, this is so cool. I've been wanting to make something like this for a while. Should be just about. Well, I guess, yeah, with the extra on top, it'll be just about 4 stacks. Maybe, I guess it's a little bit less. Some of the rows, like, did get activated while I was building it. So that's how much I got from 1/4 of this farm. But yeah, let's just look around, make sure that there's no obvious rows in which the pistons aren't sticking out, because that's something we'll need to fix. All right, it looks good. Let's test this one last area. Yep, all right, it looks good. So from here, I think I'm going to, I'm actually not sure what I want to do next. I think what I'm going to do is go and craft a bunch of white concrete powder using my gravel and my sand, fill it up in the sides, and probably do it about this wide so that none of the sugarcane pops off to the side and it all stays here. And then I'm going to craft a bunch of glass blocks to place kind of right here, and I'll have to figure out what kind of water stream I'll make. So I think I'll come back when I have the overall shell of the farm fully fleshed out. Oh boy. Um, I, I think we're pretty much done with the sugarcane farm. Look at, oh man, the pixel art turned out so good again. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done with the sugarcane portion of today's video. It's a little bit plain. I might add some more details at the very end of the video, like in here. Oh, I still have to clean up a little bit of stuff. Oh, nice. Okay, so it just activated. I can show you in real time. That's perfect. So as you can see, all the sugarcane comes up and gets collected in these chests, and it kind of gets pretty evenly distributed between all the different chests. That's not the biggest deal. The biggest deal is just making sure we have a lot of storage, because this is a pretty fast farm. Like, just in the little bit of time that I've been here, it's produced a ton. But yeah, so I think we're pretty much done with the sugarcane farm. The only thing I want to show you before I move on to the creeper farm is if we go, I think it's, what, this quadrant? I'll show you what I'm using in order to actually time everything. So using a hopper clock was a little bit too fast. So instead, I'm using a despawn clock. Basically, this pressure plate has an item on it. When the item gets picked up or despawns, really, it will, that's really annoying. It will make this torch turn on, which tells the dropper to shoot out another item, and then it also just pulses this because that new item turns it back off, and that tells the farm to basically harvest itself. So nothing too complicated, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Oh, I took that lid off, but I guess I'll keep it. So I think the next course of action is going to be creating that creeper farm. So I'm going to go over here and tear down the old one so I can steal all these trapdoors, and then pick a suitable location and build up the creeper farm. And with that, the entire old creeper farm is stowed away in these 3 shulker boxes plus this little bit of extra cherry planks that wouldn't fit. Also, I'd like to introduce you to Cat Island, because originally that was going to be a cat-powered farm, but then it just never worked out, so I ended up using water. But yeah, so I think the next step is going to be to go grab some of those amethyst crystals, so that way we can make tinted glass. That way we can show off the inside of the creeper farm without like actually impacting the rates. So let's go grab an amethyst and get to farming. Alrighty, now that I've taken down the whole old creeper farm, it's time to start building the new one. So I think I'm going to put it back where that old building I tore down was. And I was just kind of trying to get a feel for how tall it would be. This will be the killing platform. That's about how high up I want the first like platform to be. I think I might do this and then like up to here-ish. So that's probably like what, 3 or 4 more layers. But yeah, so I think now it's time to get to building the actual creeper farm, and then we'll worry about the shell once we actually have all the layers in. Alrighty, well, getting the actual farm built did not take that long, so it's pretty much all done. The only thing is I need to build the room around it, obviously, so it's dark. I did some quick math, and I determined that I kind of want to have 1/4 of the building just be like straight up glass wall, and the rest can just be normal walls, and it'll take just over 10 stacks of tinted glass to do. So that's very manageable. I grabbed way more crystals than I need, but that's nice. I hate farming them. But yeah, so I think the next step is going to be to get all this glass put in, get these walls put in, maybe do the collection system. I might just get back once the shell's done. Alrighty, well, the shell of the creeper farm is all done, plus the actual insides. I actually went AFK for like an hour and 10 minutes about, and I think it's safe to say that it produces a good amount of gunpowder. So I'm very happy with this farm. But yeah, so as you can see, the top, this is all the redstone you need for it. This lever turns it on and off. So basically, it's subtracting the amount. What is it? It's subtracting the redstone strength from this, or it's doing this minus this. And because they're both 15, it equals 0, so there's no redstone. It turns off, tells itself to turn off, and then it turns back on because 15 minus 0 is obviously 15. It's really simple. But yeah, the main body is done. Then the next step is going to be creating a bubble column right here. So I'm going to be, instead of just putting them in that chest down there, I'm going to put them in a bubble column, send it up here, and then I'm going to make the box. So you see how there's like a box on top? I'm going to put the box on this, and then on this side of the box, I'll do some gunpowder pixel art. So that'll look really cool. So let's get right into building. Alrighty, well, the build is pretty much done. I mean, this went way faster than I thought it would, to be honest. I've only been playing on and off, and I got it knocked out within the first 2 days since summer started, so pretty good. But as you can see, I've got the gunpowder pixel art up, which looks really nice. I haven't done any real landscaping. This is just a big block of dirt, because I'm not sure how I want to landscape this whole area yet. Like, I still want to put more buildings up and make it into more of a city. So doing a lot of effort detailing the grass would be kind of pointless if I decide to go for like roads or something. So I just kind of left it open to interpretation. But as you can see, we've got the creeper farm. You probably also noticed that on top I built this really big kind of like antenna. This is mostly for me because I can AFK up here. And this puts you at a pretty good height. I will need to light up a lot of the surrounding area if I want to make it, even more efficient. But when you're up here, you get pretty good rates. So let's show you inside now. For this, I tried to do 2 separate entrances, and I put a nether portal which connects to my nether hub. And that's really nice. So as you can see, I've got some bookshelves. These are mostly just here because... These are mostly just here to cover up the water stream. So I thought I'd put something like that. These ones don't actually do anything. They're just for decoration. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It's a little minimalist in here, but at the end of the day, these are just farms. And it's really easy to fly into the sugarcane farm. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. I think my favorite part of this entire project has been the pixel arts. Because when you get farther away, they just look so cool. Oh, I'm very excited. I can't wait to come back and add more pixel arts as I make more of these farms. But I think the next episode is actually going to have something to do with the bone meal factory. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, look out for the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.